Sometimes all you need to get back on your feet is a helping hand.
A new cafe that just opened up in downtown Columbia hopes to help those who are hungry find food and work. Sunrise Cafe is a great new spot to grab a bite, but the inspiration behind its opening is what will really draw you in.
Sam Shapiro joins us now to share the story of co-owner Johnny Davis, who's using the restaurant to help people turn their life around. Just an incredible story here, Sam.
Absolutely, Greg and Cynthia. And Navy veteran Johnny Davis had nowhere to go when he returned home from serving back in 1981. He ended up bouncing around homeless shelters and prison before trying to change his life for the better. And now with his new restaurant open downtown, he hopes to motivate others to follow in his footsteps. Before he would turn his life around, Johnny was living a life on the streets, doing drugs, and jumping from shelter to shelter. He ended up in prison twice and was sentenced to life without parole the second time.
Started living in the Salvation Army, doing what everybody else doing, strung out on drugs, got hooked on drugs, hiding my clothes behind the bank building, just rip and run, and just do things that was unethical. And I'm not ashamed of my past, where I've been and what I've been through, in and out of prison and living a life on the street, homeless and everything like that.
Davis says the moment that made him want to change his life came in 2018 when former President Obama gave him a shortening of his sentence. Former President Obama personally wrote to him giving him a clemency, and after serving 15 and a half years, Davis would be out of prison once again. He realized after receiving this letter, this was a sign to try and improve his life.
President Obama wrote me a letter, say there gonna be some doubters out there that say that you don't deserve a chance. But I bid you Godspeed. Go out there and do well. I know you can do it. If the President of the United States, the former president, believe in me, I need to believe in myself. And that's what I started doing, working, doing things that I know that gonna help me and the community.
After that, Davis started going to church and talking with ministers before eventually enrolling in Strayer University. He would also go on to become a supervisor with the Dorn VA Hospital in 2019 and earned his degree in criminal justice from Strayer last year. After COVID and taking the time to find the right location, the Sunrise Cafe officially opened on Main Street yesterday. Johnny will use his business to employ those like Benjamin Bennett that are currently finding themselves in similar situations.
I got staff members back there now, working, employees, that is in the transition, halfway house. Wherever you came from, I don't care. If you are trying to work and get yourself straight, I want to be able to help you and inspire you.
After serving 8 years in prison, Benjamin eventually found himself working 3 jobs just to afford to live in a motel. Roughly over the last 75 days, Bennett has been living at Transition's homeless center in downtown Columbia. That's where he met Johnny, who came by Transition's last weekend searching for help to prep the cafe in time for the grand opening.
We got to talking and he listened to me and he gave me a chance, you know what I'm saying? He told me if I was serious, be here at 8 o'clock Monday morning, and I was here at 7:30.
Helping Johnny get the cafe ready for the grand opening set the stage for Benjamin to become the head cook over at Sunrise. And on top of getting a paycheck, he's now being mentored and motivated by his new boss to stay on the path to success.
I think about following Mr. JD. I think he kind of like took me on his wing, mentoring me. He's a good guy, man. I think about following his footsteps, I'm gonna be all right. He's a good.
And Greg and Cynthia, for anyone that might want to try their breakfast food or learn how they can start working at the cafe, they can stop in Monday through Friday from 7:30 until 3 p.m.
Yeah, just incredible. I mean, the power of a second chance.
Yeah, absolutely.
difference.
And amazing how he's probably going to change so many other people's lives.
Absolutely. No, they're definitely making some great breakfast food. I was able to try some when I was there earlier today, too.
All right, and good
wow.
stuff.
Good stuff. I got a great bacon, egg, and cheese. I can
Can't wait.
Okay,
Can't wait.
okay. Well, thank you, Sam. Great story.
Thanks, Sam. All right, let's go over to Chief